Here's part two, y'all. I was shooting in the greenhouse. That's why there's a bunch of flies and shit.
Child, I didn't see the timer on the camera. I was like, hold up. It's not going. But anyway, got rid of loyal supporters who were trying to tell him and were blocking him. It was like, I can't have you talking about Hazel, in my, on this live. Hazel has been nothing but good to me. Hazel has been doing this. Hazel has been doing that. But refused to let people talk about Hazel. Like, and has done that so many times. And everybody saw what the hell we all saw. Like, it was just that crazy. So, but Hazel didn't have that same energy. Like, he wouldn't let nobody talk about Hazel and Ashley on his platform. But baby, when they got kicked out of Paris's Discord, Hazel, they kept adding Paris. Paris had already talked about being in depression, had said what he was going to say, had been arguing with people all day, was done with the argument. Was like, okay, it's just done with. So all the people that were acting Paris, instead of getting rid of them, saying, hey, don't fuck with Paris on my platform, Hazel started doing shit like grabbing popcorn and, was saying, yeah, y'all have at it today because tomorrow it's Spruce Beauty Whores, and was doing all this other stuff. And it was like, and was allowing it. So then, because Paris wasn't saying nothing, Hazel joined in on the fun and was like, hey, are we going to get this resolved? Are we going to get this resolved, Paris? They're trying to resolve this stuff. And, Paris wasn't saying nothing. Knowing she got Paris's phone number, but still wouldn't even just call Paris to like talk about it or whatever. Was like just basically wanting to drag Paris and wanting to throw Paris in this crossfire that Paris didn't want to be in. So then, after he kept adding Paris, started saying shit like the floor was open to resolve these issues with her that have arisen overnight so we can move right along. But ain't no resolve I see. Now, not sure if any attempts to get y'all voices heard went over some people's head, but I'm the type to address my issues head on, but you're not doing it right now. Like, you to address your issues head on? No, you said you done with this. And you said you're not going to say shit. And you have a lot of issues. I'm the type, yeah, all 50 of them, come to a resolution and keep it pushing. I mean, it's just like that. So he was like, so if she doesn't respond to y'all in the next few minutes, I'm just going to change topics because I'm not a fan of these things not being resolved. And I hope that y'all will just take people for who they are and what they show you, whatever that is. Stop wasting your money to hear dry tea and old chopped and screwed clips that we heard 1,000,001 different ways. And if you don't join her Patreon for that, and it was just the support and you feel played, disrespected, her loss, file a chargeback. File a chargeback with the bank and chalk it up to the game. So would it be safe to say or fair to say that all these people that's getting melted shit and getting it 3 weeks from later, shouldn't they file chargebacks with you? But Paris never said that. But I think y'all should get y'all money back. If y'all really know what the fuck is in that shit and why the fuck it was melted and what happened, y'all need to get y'all shit back. Don't put that shit on your body. I wouldn't do it. But like I said, y'all ops, so I'm not gonna tell you unless I tell you in the members section. And then also said, well, that line from last night really did it. I see. I guess I'm a few days late. Taking people's money and not delivering. I don't agree with that but you didn't deliver though. You giving people melted shit with black shit up in there and roaches. But anyway, and getting upset because people want their money back and calling them broke bitches, I don't agree with. But you was saying you was gonna dox people and all kind of shit. Like I'm gonna have your address. You did worse than that. Like Paris ain't never said he was gonna dox no fucking body. I didn't realize so many of y'all had the same issue, which is unfortunate. I wish you didn't come to this because y'all are some loyal ass supporters. I'm talking about was sitting there while they was dragging and putting up the popcorn symbol saying sometimes you got to get stuff off your chest. I mean, was just being a bad freaking friend. Okay? But you see, Paris seems to be pussy at this point. Like, Paris should have had the same energy as soon as Paris heard the clip of Hazel being on the phone saying, man, fuck Paris. Let's keep it real. I don't even know Paris. Like fuck Paris. This is just internet shit. And actually said, I don't know this motherfucker. Like behind the scenes, Paris should have had the same energy that he had for other people. Paris should have said this.
You wanted to be Paris, bitch. Fuck you, hoe. I don't think you want to battle on this side, bitch. You can't afford to take it over here, hoe. You love writing checks that your ass cannot cash. Like your rent check.
Now, you had all that energy for Toya, but just none. Like, absolutely none for Hazel. So I wonder if this big dummy that messed around and told Hazel something explosive about himself which ain't the trans, because Paris, we already know about the trans shit. Like, I hope that ain't it. Or gave money, like I said, to where you are so loyal to this bitch, and the bitch has said 1,000 times that she does not like you. She does not like you no type of way. Never liked you. And then even said, they were like, why are you still in Paris's Discord? Would not have even been in your Discord, dislikes you to that point. And said, because of money. Duh. The only reason the motherfucker is in your Discord is for money. The motherfucker don't want nothing to do with you. Like, nothing to do with you. Like, nothing. So, that was weird. You know what I'm saying? And you did all this. You got this bitch all these sales. Keep it real. In the Discord is where this bitch is getting, like, all these sales and able to review shit. And when she talked to customers, it's like, hey, meet me in the Discord or meet me on Lipstick Alley or some shit like that. Like, you really, really did. And you could have really, really broke this bitch. Like, if it weren't for Paris, like, if Paris would have come out, like, sooner and been like, man, fuck this bitch, everybody would have been saying, fuck this bitch. Never would have had to restock 1,000 times. Would have came at Keisha, would have made some sales for coming at Keisha. Because, like I said, Keisha's the clout. But, I mean, all of this wouldn't have never happened. You know? I mean, that is so weird. That is so weird. And so, you know, wasn't never a good friend to anybody. Like, never a good friend to Ashley. You know what I mean? So, it's so weird that, you know, Ashley was supposed to be the best friend and the godmother, but did some shit like this. Told the Discord. She'd been letting people play with her. I don't know what I was thinking. She was trying to put her ex-girlfriend out when August was first born. So, we don't even know if August was like a day or 2 or 3 days old. And if Ashley still had afterbirth or whatever. When August was first born, and her and her sister wouldn't listen to me when I said, just jump the bitch. Bitch wasn't on the lease, and Ashley wanted her to leave. Then she said she got in her sister's face. I said, swing on that bitch. But no, she said she wanted to just leave and come to my house. Got mad when I told her no. And we fell out about it for a sec because I wanted her to defend herself. He said, but maybe she was scared because the bitch did beat her up before. You know, the best friend would know that. But she couldn't have gotten in my face. Okay. So that was terrible. So somebody over there who they said this girl even fought Ashley while Ashley was pregnant. So it's like this person has no cap. You want your little small friend, because you laughing about Ashley being small now and was small then, that got beaten up by this girl several times, that has a small baby over there, a newborn, that's your guard child, and all she wanted was a safe haven for the night just to go over there, and you made sure that this girl could not come to your house because you wanted to see her get beat up. You wanted her to call the next day. Oh my gosh, I'm in the hospital. Oh my gosh, she did this to my son. This is what you wanted to see. You let fucking D would have called, which that ain't gonna happen with D. She'll beat Juice the fuck up. Let me pick somebody else. You let Keisha would have fucking called me and said Nasia was over there clowning. Well, she wouldn't need to come to my house because I would have went over there and beat Nasia the fuck up. That's just, and kick Nasia the fuck out. It wouldn't have been no situation where, no, girl, defend yourself against a chick that damn near identifies as a dude. Somebody that's already beat you up. Like, you didn't give this girl a safe haven. I don't understand where they say when people show you, and Hazel said, when people show you who the fuck you are, who the fuck they are, you need to let them, you need to believe them. So, was never a friend. Like, you really left this girl out there. You laughing about her potentially getting assaulted some type of way by the photographer, and you're doing shit to keep the girl in harm's way while she's over there with a newborn. Anything could have happened to her. Like, good freaking friends. So that's why your karma, I don't feel guilty about the shit that's about to happen to you. You know, your karma is going to be tenfold. But then you want her to defend herself, but you didn't defend yourself when some lady allegedly was at your fucking doorstep. Was at your doorstep, you say, for 30 minutes and stuff like that. And it was truly the person that was there, because let me show you what they said. Because you said something about when last summer was held and all this other stuff. You said 30 minutes. She paced back and forth in front of my door for 30 minutes at 6 a.m. looking for her boyfriend, quotes, who at the time I had just met and wasn't with me. So that means you were in there. You were in there, and a chick was outside your door pacing back and forth for 30 minutes looking for her nigga, wanting to beat you up allegedly or do whatever. You didn't even come out the door. All you did was record it, and you ain't say shit. And that same person to this day lives in the same building as you. So you wasn't going to do nothing because, I mean, you wasn't trying to square up with nobody. That's how I know you wouldn't have met up with D. But yeah, you wouldn't defend yourself against her. But you so scary. You had, started carrying a tool. You started carrying that iron. I don't know if I can say this on thing, but started carrying a tool, and you wanted to pull out a tool on the girl, on her daughter. And she pulled out a tool on you. So it was a bunch of tools, you wasn't trying to square up. You was hoping somebody was scared of a gun, and they had one. I ended up saying it anyway. So no. But you want everybody to defend themselves, but you hide behind a gun. And this goes into your man being a bum. Your man will not give her one of her tools back. One of her tools back, like stole it, and she had to report it stolen, and your broke nigga won't give it back to her. But when they find it on him, so that was crazy. And why you didn't take that same tool to go over there to help Ashley with the stud that was trying to beat her up? Why you didn't do that? I just don't understand. So like you was capping for the way you was talking about August and she can't he don't know words and all this other stuff. But on the back end, you were telling people that weren't in the private disco, I will still swing on anybody for Ashley and August. I will still do this and still do that. And you're just a trash person. So now we're going to get to the part that y'all been really, really waiting for. I probably should have led with that. Yeah, she said something about, let's hope I don't have to put this on pause, was asking like how her guy was like some type of bum. Said to me indeed, but he's a nothing ass, broke ass bum. Laugh out loud. Where were these receipts? D, Jade, y'all gotta have more than he say, she say. Don't worry. This story time has tons of footage, so I'll call it a mini movie. But she has since, decided not to defend herself and cancel the mini movie. Okay. So yes. Let's first get into like how you even got this bum ass nigga, He's, first of all, he never wanted you. He never wanted you because he never came on to you. So just to let y'all know how she even got the dude, okay? So the dude lived in the building for a while, never made it past to Hazel, never noticed Hazel, never noticed anything because he was very happy with his girlfriend. There was no problem. He never noticed Hazel, never. So Hazel kept noticing him. So he would never talk to her. So Hazel, I mean, you could tell, the dude allegedly sells weed. He sells weed. So, she was just basically like, okay. She called him over to her and just was like, hey, she did the universal sign for, do you sell weed? And of course he had some. So he sold her some. So instead of just getting some and leaving, Hazel decided to just start shooting her shot. Like, oh yeah, how are you? And hey, you want to come smoke it with me? You want to come do this? And hey, I'm a big time YouTuber. I'll be making thousands a month. Oh, what do you do? Oh, you're an artist. You would do this. Man, I'll get you a collab with Ari. I'll get you this. I'll get you that. I'll get you this. So that's how you got the dude. You shot your shot. He never noticed. You wasn't noticeable to him when he was with his girlfriend. But like I said, it's nothing personal against the ex-girlfriend because he's a homosexual. He's supposed to go with who's supposed to make him a star and all that other shit you promised him that ain't happened. You promised him a lot of shit. I don't get into the rest or whatever. But see, when it came to, the ex-girlfriend, he approached the ex-girlfriend. He was, always at the ex-girlfriend's house with people and all this other shit. And, she was just joking one day. She was like, man, I did all this cooking. One of y'all better massage my feet or some shit like that. And he happily volunteered and he never left. And everything was fine. And he also said, like, that he never meant to hurt her. Like, he never meant to hurt her. And he really did say this, a clip right there. He never meant to hurt her. He never wanted to do that. He just got caught up. And, he's gone. And actually during this time, he should be comforting her because, she has lost, she lost a dog right now, rest in peace to Lady Coco, so he should be somewhere with him. And here's Coco, a picture with him. He loved the dog as well, but they would still be together if you didn't promise him all this other shit. So like you had to beg you a homosexual just to get him because he didn't notice you before that. So let's get into how he's a homosexual. So this dude got 4. You keep talking about my good sis having PPP loans and shit, but your bum got like 4 that I think it was more than that, but I only like pulled up the 4 of them. You know what I mean? So he has one for $42,900, one for $20,883, one for $18,750, and one for $20,080. And he has them all in New York and California. And he has not a fucking thing to show for it. Like, he has no car. He has no place to live. He got all these PPP loans, which, bitch, you about to get in trouble for them. Because, no, you didn't have all these businesses that you claim. Like, you about to get in trouble. But, yeah, y'all like to play with my good sis, Big Bob D, hey, girl, who really has all these different businesses. You know, I'm a witness to it. You know, but this nigga ain't got none of that shit, and he ain't even got none of the fucking money. Nothing to show for it. But you say, how is he a bum? Okay. Another way that he's a bum. Years ago, like, because you never know which one of his brothers and, you know, his bum ass brother that's also homeless and people that he know. And this was before, like, the other ex-girlfriend. This happened years ago. But quite possibly in New York. So this nigga stole somebody's dogs. Like, he went on, I know the street name and everything, and went and stole somebody's pit bull puppies, and he sold them. So this nigga stealing everything. Like, he steals and everything. You know what I mean? And thank goodness it was before the ex-girlfriend's time and all this other stuff, but you still did it. It don't matter if it's years ago. He will steal your fucking dog. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Watch that nigga, okay? That's crazy. He steals fucking dogs. He sells things. He sells illegal drugs, okay? He's polyamorous. Now, he can't afford to have one woman, but he wants to have multiple women. You know, he's Muslim, and you know, he needs all these many wives to support him. You know what I'm saying? You see how all of you bitches basically have some type of clout? But he can't afford himself, let alone more than one woman. But like I said, he's more like, they got some of the polyamorous ones that have money that support all of their wives. They just want their wives to sit back and have babies. And there's some of them that are like, what I feel like nature boy type. You know, they'll just get these women and have 100 of them and make them do all the working and all this other shit. And so they need women to survive. He's not polyamorous because he wants two coochies. He's polyamorous because he wants, you know, more than one income. That's what he wants out of the situation. And, you know, Hazel is on board with that because, yes, they talked about it. Like, they definitely talked about it, and Hazel admitted to it. So you talking about, oh, Jeremy, this and that. So you about to fuck around with a broke-ass nigga, and this nigga gonna have to bring somebody else into your household just so you can keep him happy. But ain't nobody going in Keisha's fucking household with no type of fucking way, okay? But, yeah, you got a broke-ass polyamorous rughead Muslim nigga. And, you know, you also told him, you promised him, you said that you were gonna move him out of that condo. You said this shit a year ago, but lo and behold, you still in this man and his wife's condo. You know, you still in Wallace's condo doing the fool. You did all these restocks, but you couldn't afford to get y'all somewhere else to stay. Y'all standing in the sugar daddy shit, and the wife could come through any day and throw you the fuck out. I'm just saying, you know, and he needs all these different women for, you know, connects and shit like that, because he even thanked her, you know, that she gave him a PR. She was like, thank you for your PR, for the connect on the PR. I'll never forget it. Like, he needs these women for all these connects. And, you know, the ex-girlfriend, she is the clout, she is connect. You know, she's a very successful businesswoman. You know, she ain't giving people janky ass products. You know, people go to listen to her and everything. You know, she's a jewel. She's a peach. And I can see why he didn't want to leave her. But, you know, money is money. He thought he was going to be a star, but he ain't shit. He just in a hot box making molded body butters, okay? So now, he can't go home. He has to stay with Hazel. He's homeless. He can't go home because he hates his mother. He has mommy issues. He has lots of mommy issues. He can't go back to New York either, because there's literally nothing there for him but his dad's there, but that's not saying nothing. He's also claiming to be a gang member. You know, he's claiming to be a gang member. He says he's a blood. So he's a Muslim, polyamorous, broke, homeless, blood. They got 1 million PPP loans without nothing to show for it. Okay? So proof that he has nothing is, hold on, let me grab it.
What I forgot to tell y'all was, baby, the sugar daddy was over there the other nights. Were they running a train? Is that the polyamory they talking about? Okay. I mean, Justin lives there and the sugar daddy there. I mean, what's going on like that?
Now, he done got all those PPP loans, and he was like, grow and continue my company. I've looked back at my bank statements, and I'm like, wow, ran around and did everything for the name of his supposed company and living life. And now I have nothing. And I have things, but it's like I have nothing. I don't know where my next journey may take me. He has nothing. He wears the same outfit every day. He doesn't have a lot of clothes. He's going to be dressed in all black like the Omen every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, yeah, but your man is not that. So he allegedly does a lot of this whole video. Like I said, it's allegedly. It could be storytelling. It could be whatever. You can call it whatever. You know, all of this is allegedly. But allegedly, they say he does weed and shrooms. And then he also has to do Adderall as well because he can't focus. Because he does so much of the other shit that he needs that to just focus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he dropped out of college his first year. You know, Jeremy is a college graduate, but you like to call him a bum and all his other shit and dumb and all his other stuff. And let's not forget, it will always live rent-free in my head how Jeremy smashed you once and got the fuck. And now you hate him. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there every chance I get. So yes. So basically, like I said, no car, no home, barely has clothes. Okay? So, and then with that being said, it's just the weirdest shit. Like, you kicked your kids out of the house so that he can come in and smoke weed allegedly. They're barely there. Barely there. So that means they should barely know him. Like, they should barely know him. And so this clip that I'm going to show you is from a fucking long time ago. So what the fuck is going on here? I mean, that's not her daddy. Why do you have that little girl on this bum ass, drug head niggas ass, broke ass dude's lap kissing on him? I don't understand. And sound like it was the mama in the background was encouraging it. Like, why is this a thing? Like, y'all come from a really, really, really trashy family. So I guess that's why my good sis told you, don't let your daughters grow up to be two twin, you know the rest. But yes, Hazel, that is bad. So they barely see you, but when they do see you, they jumping all over Justin's lap, kissing on him. That was not appropriate. Like, you would have been down here, one of the elders or anybody else would have told you, no, get off that man's lap. That was bad. Like I said, it could be innocent, but I just thought it was in bad taste. This didn't just happen like yesterday or nothing like that. Barely knew the dude, and you got your daughters all on his laps. They already seen him with another woman. Like, before that, they already seen him with another woman on a different floor. And now they see him at your house that they had to get the fuck out of. I mean, so you wanted receipts on how he's a bum. I provided them. I mean, there's no hearsay. He really got all those PPP loans with nothing to show for it. He drives your fucking car. I don't understand what you think that, who the fuck you trying to fool? Like, you really, really begged this little dude to be with you, and you taking care of him. And so now he really ain't going to have too much to do because, man, that shit about to flop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to have to find y'all somewhere else to stay. Nobody's going to be buying that melted shit anymore. And I mean, you washed here. You said you're not going to say nothing else and all this other stuff. You washed up. You done. But I'm still not done with you. It's still a bunch of other shit. And the thing I was about to say about the cousin, it was like, not the cousin. You had a cousin or best friend. Hazel allegedly got a cousin, guy, best friend that scamming people out $100,000. They scamming and doing all kind of other shit over there, you know. But y'all gonna really need to be doing it because it's about to be grand opening, grand closing. You know, whether you lose the fan base or whether you lose the things or not, like that company, everything's about to go. You're gonna have to go back to the poll. You're gonna have to go back to the poll so you can take care of him. And he gonna hop to the next person, because he can't hop backwards, even though he may want to hop backwards and get with the ex-girlfriend. I mean, I'll never tell you all that, you know, whatever he's been saying behind your back, if he's been saying things, you know. But, you know, like I said, as soon as you lose everything, he's going to find that hobo, going to hop to the next one and you know, go get taken care of by 2 or 3 women or whatever he thinks he needs, okay? So, yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I didn't leave anything, which I probably did because I had so many, I just had so many clips and stuff. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. But yes, that dude is definitely a bum. Hazel's a bum. And, you know, she won't say nothing. But she wants everybody else to fight for themselves. Wanted Paris to fight for himself. But you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing a damn thing. But either way, Oh, I said I was gonna give y'all this before I washed my before I washed my hair. Let me go wash all these products out of my hair. I decided to give it to you because I didn't want you guys to, I didn't want it to be another day. You know how long it took me to give y'all this video. So I'm gonna try to come back sooner than later because I still got a lot to talk about. Well, I mean, thank you guys so much for watching, and girl hands, girl hands, girl hands, girl hands. Bye, girl roach free hands. Okay.